See, I reckon everyone just thinks that we adventure all the time, but really, most of our days are full of fixing things.
Just siliconing things on the van.
Yep. I tell you what, how good is the Victorian high country? This place has got to be the best area in Australia for free camps. And if it's not, I really want to know where it is, because we'll go there. So the other day we headed from Omeo out along this pretty crazy road towards a town called Midamida. The weather was absolutely insane, and I think the roads were even crazier than that.
And we thought Dargo High Plains Road was gnarly.
This is mental, this road. Definitely wasn't prepared for it to be like this. We've left Omeo way and we're heading up to, I think it's Midamida, or I don't know how you pronounce it, but something like that. And this road is just so steep, windy and narrow. Like, it does not look made for caravans at all, hey?
Nope. Guess what the speed limit is though? 100 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, but with like 25k bends.
So, do you think we're at the top of the mountain now?
This is what happens when you stop up the top of the mountains and it starts raining, hey?
Yep.
Like, I literally, like, you can probably only see like about 50 meters ahead, hey?
Yeah, it's
Mental.
yeah, just adding to the elements.
Yeah, driving down a steep mountain with a caravan.
In the rain.
And lots of fog. So as we said in the last video, we came out to the high country to just spend a few weeks chilling out, to really slow down our travel. Like, we've been traveling way too fast in the last month. So come out here, hang out, spend a lot of time together, and just take it easy and really enjoy these amazing surroundings. So what we're going to do in this episode is we're going to show you a day in the life of what goes on for our family. So we're going to hang out at this camp spot. We're not moving anywhere else. It's not all action-packed hikes, traveling around to different spots all the time. Just like a normal family, we spend time just hanging out together, doing all the things that we need to get done. Eating, work, schoolwork, and just, yeah, whatever we can find to do during the day. But first, what I'm going to do is really my secret motivation for being out here, and one of my absolute favourite things to do. It's what I was most nervous about leaving home for, is the fact that I wouldn't get to use my ice bath. So it's so nice to be heading in towards winter, be out around the rivers again and some cold water, and jump in the water early in the morning and go for a swim. Absolutely love this stuff.
I was lost in the woods under dust, and the fairies found me, and they led the way, they cleared the way to my heart. All the hurt, all the pain under the skin, I had fainted.
See if the sloths are out of the bed yet.
You mean the stomach?
Hey, What are you doing in my bed?
It's my bed. It's my bed.
How's we just hit 5,000 on YouTube, Ash? How good's that?
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching, legends. We massively appreciate it. You shouldn't be in my bed.
Ben's quiz time.
What's that?
So Ben's quiz time. What are you doing?
Well, I should be working. If you call that work. I guess you call it work.
That's work.
Make some money off it, so I'm not actually working at the moment, but usually I would be working right around now. And what I call work is editing YouTube videos, dealing with talking to some other companies about content and stuff like that we do on the side as well. Definitely not stuff that pays the bills like my old job did, but I actually love this, so it's really good.
What's that saying? If you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. Is that what the saying is?
Yeah, I guess so. Makes sense.
It's taken me years to perfect the yoga bun.
Oh, you got a specific haircut for yoga, hey?
Yeah.
Hairstyle.
Well, it has to be up and out of your face, but also has to be up high enough so you can lay back and have the back of your head flat on the mat. It does make you look like a Teletubby though, so there's that.
There you go. You learn something every day. Yoga time?
Yoga time. So one of the things that we constantly have to look out for, or that Ben is constantly on the lookout for, is somewhere to hang his gymnastic rings. He'll correct me if I'm saying the wrong thing. So we have to find things that he can hang the rings off. And this camp has a fairly sturdy tree.
Oh, when we're in WA, there's so many places, particularly when we're around the Nullarbor, that we are around like up north and like the Ningaloo and that. There's no trees. Like there's no trees in WA up that way. So I had to go for ages without the ring. So we're loving being back around in the country areas again and getting to hang the rings. This one's not so great. Like it's not the best branch. And usually I'd have the rings separated, but it still does the job, and such an easy way to do exercise. Takes up like no space in the back of the troopy, and the kids love playing on it too. And
Yeah.
that's probably one of my favorite parts, is like the example that it sets for the kids. Like they're constantly wanting to do push-ups and pull-ups and everything like that, which is really, really cool. Like how many kids that are like 7 and 5 are asking to learn how to do all that stuff. So I love it, hey, and it keeps me occupied too. So it's cool.
You like swinging on them, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I'm like a big kid with it. Like look at this, watch that, Em. Like also exercise, but you just get to like swing and have fun on it too. Like look how cool is that?
I want a turn. Can I have a turn?
Yeah, you can have a turn. You want to go too? Grab them both.
I want to push you.
No, I will. And then just on camera, Noah just goes, flying.
Hold on, Noah.
You right?
Yeah.
Now, everyone's favourite part of the day. Not looking after the anxious dog. School time, hey?
Yay! Let's do it.
Ding, 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 ding.
What's that for?
The bell for school.
Oh no.
You're going to be sitting here all day long.
the worst days of the year. Anything?
But first, we need to make coffee.
I need coffee to get through this.
Me too.
And we need muffin and milk.
So before we went away, we were always running in the back of the troopy a pod machine. But at home, we were using a mocha pot. And we basically worked out that we enjoy the mocha pot way more than using the pods and stuff like that. And also, it's a lot cheaper. So we actually ditched that out the back of the troopy and just brought the mocha pot along. And so far, it's been going strong for the past 7 months on the road. We haven't bought a single coffee, which is really, really good, and save a bit of money that way. And yeah, we just really enjoy the coffee that makes. We actually drink decaf coffee as well. So about a year ago, we went through a little stage where we cut out coffee and realized that the caffeine wasn't actually doing anything positive for us. So we just drink coffee because we really like the taste. And yeah, decaf organic coffee from Woolies on the road, easy to get, tastes really good. And yeah, keeps us going, 1 or 2 a day. Thank you. Em, what are you doing?
My spelling words and my sentences.
Did you do all them?
Yeah, and I got them all right.
Nailed it. Good job. So what are you going to do now? You're gonna make some sentences up with those words?
Yeah, and then I get to draw a picture of them.
Oh, right. What about you, Noe? What are you doing?
Writing my name.
You're writing your name. How you going there? Show us it. Oh, yeah, you've done the letter N. What goes next?
Circle.
An O, yeah.
So homeschooling for us has been a bit of a journey. It's we started off using a homeschooling program, and it was just too much work. It actually got a little bit stressful. Then we tried doing journaling, which was a challenge in itself. Now we've kind of settled on we do about an hour a day, and then Emmy's in grade 2 and Noah is prep or reception, which depending on what state you're in. Emmy does some spelling words, some handwriting practice, and we do some maths. And then throughout the day, we kind of do random science activities, and but the core things that we do are handwriting, literacy and numeracy, and we spend about an hour on that.
They're always, I reckon they're always learning stuff off just the stuff that we do around here. Hey, like these kids can probably read a map better than kids 3 or 4 years older than them.
They pick stuff up, but yeah, the core stuff that we do, and I base a lot of it off of the Australian curriculum. So I use the Australian curriculum website just to make sure that they're meeting the achievement standards. But yeah, that's pretty much what we do. So it works out to be about an hour a day. Obviously, travel days we don't tend to do it because we're kind of packing up and moving, and
it's a weekend today, and they're doing schoolwork on the weekend. So
it doesn't really.
Yeah,
days of the week don't really matter too much.
No.
Well, at least not for the kids. They do for me in a work sense, but yeah, for schoolwork we just do it when we do it.
Yeah, when we get a bit of time.
Yeah.
Do you want to stop that schoolwork and go for a float down the river on the surfboard?
Yeah.
Let's do it, eh? I think we'll go down here.
Yeah, it looks so rough.
That wasn't so easy.
No.
There's all these little spiky plants.
And I got one in my toe.
Just here.
Yeah, I got one in my toe.
How's the movement of this thing?
Yeah. Not that keen. This is amazing. I thought that we going down the waterfall would be so much rougher.
It's definitely shallower than what I thought it was.
Yeah, I thought it would be a million times deeper than this is.
Definitely deserve some lunch after that river.
Yeah, it's a bit of a quick lunch today.
Only because we haven't really got anything here at all to eat.
We're running low. So we're having tin red salmon and some rice cakes.
Well, you and the kids.
Me and the kids.
I'm not eating that.
Ben will eat bacon and eggs or something. You ever going to get sick of bacon and eggs?
Every single day for almost every single day for the last year and a half. Definitely not sick of it. Definitely one of my favourite things. Definitely going to keep eating it.
What are you doing?
Watching the footy.
Is it a good day for the Bombers?
It's an average day.
It's an average day for the Bombers.
But still, I'm camped up beside a creek, eating bacon and eggs and watching the footy. Like, life is good.
You're winning. You are winning. So one thing that's been a bit of a saving grace for us on the road is an hour of quiet time after lunch. Helps everybody keep their calm. And honestly, if someone forced me to lay under a tree and listen to a podcast for an hour, I'd be a pretty happy human.
No rest for the wicked.
Never.
Gonna squeeze in a few hours of work.
Yeah, well, everything is quiet and calm.
So, one question I get asked a fair bit, what do you actually do for work, Ash?
So I am a product designer in software. So I do a lot of interface design. I also design how people work their way through digital products. Do a little bit of marketing.
Bit of a jack of all trades, eh?
Yeah. My degree is in creative media, so graphic design. But after 15 years, it's developed into being a product designer.
Yeah, cool. Comes in handy.
Sure does.
This is definitely what keeps you busiest in the day.
What's that?
Making food for the animals.
Yeah. Today we're making pumpkin muffins. So I'm using a mixture of flours, but you can use whatever flour you like. 1 and 3/4 cups of plain flour, or you can use self-raising. If you're using plain flour, you need to add in a teaspoon of baking powder and half a teaspoon of bicarb. Mix it together in a smaller bowl, and then we're going to put some spices in. So this is 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of nutmeg, and 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger. Put that all together.
Really, we're just winging it out here because we have hardly any food.
Yeah. I'm making pumpkin muffins because we had pumpkin that was cut up and frozen in the freezer. So pumpkin muffins it is. So with the pumpkin, I just roasted it on the barbecue and then pureed it, and then use about 1 cup of that. This is actually a mixture of pumpkin and sweet potato, so technically pumpkin and sweet potato muffins. So you put that into a larger bowl, and then add in 1/4 cup of milk. That also had a teaspoon of vanilla in, half a cup of honey, 2 eggs, and 1/3 cup of coconut oil, or you can use olive oil. Because we're making sweet muffins, I'm using coconut. And you mix that all together.
Hope it tastes better than it looks at the moment.
Yeah, well.
So we're going to bake these in the barbecue?
In the barbecue, yeah. I would love to have a oven inside the caravan, but it's currently taken up by a microwave. That space is taken up by a microwave.
So you're trying to say if we get a new caravan, there needs to be an oven?
If you want more pumpkin muffins, yes.
Well, I don't actually eat them, so you're probably talking to the wrong person here.
And then you slowly mix the dry into the wet. Doesn't need to be mixed in too much. I'm just going to... Mix until it's just combined and then put it into your muffin tin. And into the BBQ.
How long?
It's a great question. About 20 minutes.
That's a guess.
Yep. Because we're cooking a barbecue, it's really hard to maintain a steady, consistent heat. So I just kind of check on it every 10 minutes or so, but it shouldn't take much longer than 20 minutes.
The wind's pretty good at least today.
Yeah. If you're cooking them in an oven, it would be 180 for about 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah, sweet. Mum's making you food, mate.
Yay!
Pretty good. I need to get a tea towel.
Can't you do it with your bare hands?
No, it's a bit hot. Moment of truth. Are they tasty?
Yes. You passed the test.
That's good. I haven't made those ones before.
Don't know if you can hear the chaos going on down here, but the kids just frothing playing down the river. It's really cool to see. Such a good little spot too. We're really safe, nice and shallow. What are you doing? Go. Just let her go. Oh, pick that up too. You crazy dog. Shows you that dogs just have no awareness about like the current there. Right?
That was funny.
No, she'll be alright. Yeah, right. It's a nice river, hey?
It's beautiful.
I love all the little rapids. She's shivering.
Look at her little feet.
There you go, you grumpy sausage.
A nice one.
Dinner prep.
Yeah, so we're having brisket, roasted brisket, which isn't traditionally how people cook it. Usually it's slow cooked or smoked.
Yep.
But we've been roasting it. We buy, when we can, like a big slab of it and then portion it up. It's a really economical way of eating red meat, eating beef.
Tastes good too.
Yeah, kids love it.
Well, that's never a good sign when you got the silicon out on the Jayco.
We sprung a leak.
This brings back a bit of PTSD.
We pulled up yesterday and there was a fair bit of rain and then it rained pretty solidly all night, hey? Like it was...
Yeah, like we haven't had, I think that was actually the first amount of really heavy rain, apart from the one time in South Australia when it did leak on us.
Yeah.
A little bit. So we haven't had any since then, and that was about 7 months ago now.
Yeah. This one's a super obvious one though, so we'll be able to fix it pretty easy.
Get it while the sky's dry again, hey?
Yep.
See, I reckon everyone just thinks that we adventure all the time, but really, most of our days are full of fixing things.
Just siliconing things on the van.
Yep. Bit of cooking. Bit of eating.
That's pretty much it. Working.
Working. Pretty much the same stuff that happens when you're at home, hey?
Yeah, just like in a caravan.
In a different spot every couple of days.
Yeah, which is pretty amazing.
Such an epic day, hey?
It's been really beautiful.
We definitely got very lucky scoring this place.
Tell you what, Victorian high country is great for free camps. Creekside free camps.
But the funny story with this one was it wasn't even in our list of priorities for along this road. Like,
No.
we had our target set on one spot, and then I think we ended up going a bit further because we wanted to drive a little bit further. And we got there, and then it was just full of caravans. So we gave up that. We went to our second preference, and that just looked pretty average, I thought. Like, it wasn't near the creek and that. And we're just like, oh, let's have a crack and keep driving. And yeah, we got to this spot, and it's bloody awesome. It was a bit of a risk to drive down it. Like, there's not really any information on this one, and it's just a kind of sharp turn off the road, and you kind of can't see where it's going, and it goes straight down a hill and under some trees and that. So we kind of just took the risk and drove down there, hey. But
Paid off though, it's beautiful.
Paid off.
Super nice.
Amazing, and there's literally nobody else around. Yeah, big score, and I'd love to stay here for longer, but we have to get moving again tomorrow. But yeah, we've scored a couple of epic days here. We're going to head into town tomorrow because we are running very, very, very low on food.
Yeah, we're scraping the bottom of the barrel.
By far the lowest we have been on food on our travels so far.
Yeah,
hey,
so we're doing a big shop.
yeah. The one thing we got caught out a little bit with, like, the Victorian high country. Like, we thought, what was the other place we're at? Omeo. Omeo would kind of have a bit of a bigger shop, but it was quite small, and probably it would have been fine if we had been stocked up a little bit more.
Yeah.
But yeah, we weren't stocked up enough to kind of be there, so kind of just had to make do with what we could, and then yeah, keep traveling. So it'd be good to go into like a big town tomorrow and stock up again. Pretty exciting. One more weekend, my parents are coming down and meeting us again for at least a few weeks. So like that'll be the kids are so excited about that. Like, they haven't seen their grandparents for like 7 months now. Hey.
A little bit less because
in South Australia, but still, like, it's a pretty long time ago now. So yeah, so they're going to catch up with us somewhere around this kind of area where we're going to be hanging out for at least the next couple of weeks, I'd say.
Yep.
And then there's a fly on the camera.
That was a bee.
A bee or a fly. So yeah, we're gonna hang out with them down here for a few weeks, and then we have to head across to the south coast of New South Wales.
Yep.
We're gonna catch up with our good friends Helen and Mike, who we last saw them around Christmas time in Western Australia.
Yep.
So they're bringing out their caravan down to the south coast to come hang out with us for a few weeks, which will be really good.
Super fun. Looking forward to that.
Staying at a hip camp, so that'll be really nice. And then we have a wedding, so Katie, Ash's sister's wedding. So that's down the south coast too, which is why we've kind of come back across from WA in a hurry, which I think we spoke about in another video. So got that wedding there. It would be really good to catch up with some family and friends and stuff. And then we have to hightail it back down to Victoria to Geelong to get on the Spirit of Tasmania, which we are very, very excited about. So
it's been like over a year in the making.
In the making, yeah. So very excited to get down to Tassie for a few months, and really excited to share that one with you guys. So
anybody who has gone on the Spirit of Tasmania with dogs, give it, because we're in two minds as to what to do with them at this point. Our dogs are reactive, so we're not sure whether we're going to put them into that. We have what are they? The kennels. We have reserved kennels for them, but I've just read that you can actually sign a waiver and have them in your vehicle. We would have them in the caravan with windows open, obviously.
Yeah. Which means they might be a bit more relaxed in there. So
yeah. So we're still in two minds about what we're going to do with that. So if anyone has any experience with doing either one of those, let us know. Yeah.
Particularly leaving in the van, because that's something that's not widely kind of reported on, but
yeah, I mean, I guess the downfall of that is no one's checking on them.
Yeah.
So they would just be by themselves for 10 hours. So I don't know. We haven't decided what we're going to do there yet, but
yeah, if anyone's got any like hidden gem tips with Tasmania, also let us know about that as well. Like,
we're going to be there for 2 months.
2 months, so, and like in winter and that as well, which will be a little bit different than a lot of the other stuff you see from Tassie. So we're excited to share that. Hopefully we can kind of put our own spin on Tasmania, as good as possible, even though the drone police are in Tasmania and I probably won't be allowed to fly the drone, which is going to be a bit tricky.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see what we can do with that. Anyway, I reckon it was probably time to wrap up this day. It's been a pretty big day, but it's been a good day.
Has been a big day, but Lovely.
Lovely. Like, you can't go wrong spending time around this kind of place. I just wanted to say, we just put out our last video from the high country today, and everyone's left so many amazing comments. Like,
Really lovely.
it's
Thank
so
you.
lovely. Thank you guys. Like, we really appreciate it. I know that it's taken your own time to watch our videos and also to leave a comment. So the effort is massively appreciated, and it definitely puts a massive smile on our face. So we really, really appreciate it. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. Cannot wait to share next week's adventure with you as well. Thanks, legends. We'll see you in the next one.